the third in the how-to series is how to embrace feedback. Feedback, whether it be positive or negative, can have a really fantastic impact on our well-being. We ultimately feel more purposeful and again connected with other people. However, we're generally not very good at receiving feedback, especially if it's deemed negative, constructive, any of those interesting taglines. As Robert Sharman said, negative well-being in particular has the ability to make us bitter or better. It's up to you. But through my coaching and consultancy, I've noticed that successful people embrace feedback successfully by following 3 simple steps that I'm going to share today. Number 1, think back. Ask yourself, when was the last time you received negative feedback? And scan through your 6 senses about how you reacted. The 6 senses being the obvious 5 and then plus thought. So on a physical level, you may have felt anxious or resistant or defensive. Emotionally, you may have felt agitated. Whatever it was, honestly, write down your reaction so you understand your inbuilt fight or flight response. It's perfectly normal to want to resist, to shut down, because that's our inherent survival strategy. So we need to detach ourselves from these inbuilt responses, because otherwise we interpret what is being said in a distorted manner and we overlay our responses to make it even more negative. The second step is labeling. So when you're in the situation of being or receiving feedback, again, start with being physically open, and then before the other person starts to speak, comment on how you welcome the feedback. What this does is send the right subconscious messages to your physical, mental and emotional body. It reassures you and again helps mitigate those fight or flight responses that you're trying to avoid. And as the other person talks, if those built-in responses start to come up, use the method of labeling. If you feel anxious, internally say anxiety. If you feel frustrated or misunderstood, again, label those thoughts. And what this does is help you detach yourself from these emotional responses so you can sit and ultimately hear exactly what's being understood. The third step is moving forwards. So once you absorb the truth of what is being said, allow it to sit and then reference it against other things in your life, whether that be feedback from friends or, dare I even say, family, and see if there are wider reference points that either validate or contradict what is being said, giving you perspective. And then reflect. If you feel like something doesn't quite make sense, have the confidence to take the feedback away and respond at a later date. Or if you feel congruent with what has been said, confirm and revalidate that in that moment. And then ultimately, beyond this point, create an action plan to help move forwards.